When extreme weather strikes, it affects everyone, but not equally. People of color and the poor are always hit the hardest. This inequality is called the climate gap, and as climate change continues to grow, the divide is only getting wider. Let us explain. One of the big reasons these communities are affected so much by climate change is location. Not only do minorities and low-income groups have less access to air conditioning, but they're also more likely to be segregated to inner cities, where high temperatures concentrate and create heat islands, putting these groups at a higher risk for heat wave mortality, especially Black Americans. For agricultural and construction workers of California, most of whom are Latinx, their exposure to rising temperatures has resulted in heat-related illness and even death. In fact, farm workers continued to work in the field during the latest wave of California wildfires, despite the direct exposure to heat and smoke. When Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans in 2005, 73% of those displaced by the storm were Black. After Hurricane Harvey hit Texas in 2017, one report found that 65% of Latinos and 46% of Black Americans had experienced an income disruption, compared to 31% of white Americans. And let's not forget the destruction that Hurricane Maria brought to Puerto Rico, destruction that over a year later the community is still struggling to recover from. But why? If Mother Nature doesn't discriminate, why do vulnerable populations bear the brunt of extreme weather? Besides location, it's more difficult for disadvantaged groups to just pick up and go. And for a number of reasons, they also have a much harder time bouncing back, contributing even more to the climate gap. So it's no wonder that people of color are more likely to acknowledge climate change than whites. They can feel the effects. But those effects aren't getting any weaker. They're only growing stronger. So ring the alarm, do your part to fight climate change, and urge others to do the same. Because if we don't, it won't just be the most vulnerable population who is affected. It will be everyone.